What's good, gang? Gang, gang. Hello. Hold on, I'm like huge. It's actually bien. Hold on, I need to fix myself. There we go, that's better. Hold on, then what does bueno mean? if bien is good, then what is bueno? Does it also mean good? Bueno is yeah, that as a thing is good. Yeah, because I've been saying bueno whenever people at work ask me, it's like how's work, or no, how's your day been? So technically I'm not wrong if I say my day is bueno, because a thing or a day is a thing. But if they ask me like how are you, then yeah, it's bien, because that's good. That's what good is. How I've been, I answer bien. If it's how's your day been, I answer bueno. Right? I'm not dumb for thinking that. Sorta, okay. I'll take a sorta. Alright, let me open up the game. Hi, hello Archie. Hello Archie, hello. Welcome. But yeah, today we're playing Phoenix Wright. We're continuing on with the edgy trial. So let's get it. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. You have a un buen dia, but if you say like, I don't know, es dia fue bueno, now that means the day was a good one. But if you change the order a bit, the used word in Spanish is different. Yeah, it's like, now I see why Spanish is so hard for you guys. I mean, it's actually not a hard language to learn. It's just like I forgot a lot of what I learned in Spanish class. I was really good at Spanish when I was in Spanish class, but ever since I got done with that, it's been dwindling, mainly because I haven't been using it. My Polish ass over here struggling with English. All right. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. but like one word in English have like 10 translations that depend on the subject, time, and sentence, time of the sentence. Yeah, no, that's why English is actually like, what is it, like sixth hardest language to learn? Is because one word can mean several different things. Polish has 16 cases. Yay. Put them on trial. Real. What are cases again? I'm trying to figure out what cases meant. Polish, like, the Polish has 16 cases. I'm actually looking it up. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Bruh. They show how a word relates to other words in the sentence, such as whether subject, object, or possessor. Or so Google says. Oh shit. So there's 16 cases of that for a single word in Polish. I know that was it Mandarin is the hardest language to learn from what I remember. In that case, we have a lot too. Misinformation. I double checked, there are 7 cases for 1/10, I think. I'm studying Mandarin. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Mandarin is very difficult, because that's what I know of, like, the hardest languages to learn. Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he was planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. I don't think I'll ever bother with Mandarin. English and Spanish is enough. Showed. Hold on. I need to show this. I need to show this on stream. So, give me a second. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that, right. Make, remove. Yeah, we're not drinking anymore. We really went from NPC live streams to motherfuckers over farming for hours on stream. Yeah, that's just lazy content. Guts from Berserk over here. That's Piccolo. What are you on about? That's fucking Piccolo. What do you mean Guts from Berserk? I don't know the long series. You don't know who Piccolo is? Like, you don't even need to know Dragon Ball to know who Piccolo is. No, bruh. Green alien guy with the white cloak, purple. Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, it all scares me. One Piece makes sense. There's like 1,200 episodes from what I know. Dragon Ball, like, you don't even need to watch Dragon Ball. Just watch all the fights. Genuinely, just watch all the fights. That's the main reason people watch Dragon Ball anyway. I've been actually like, not recently, but like I started watching the original Dragon Ball because I actually watched Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, but I never watched the original Dragon Ball. So I started watching that, and holy shit, I forgot that old anime were able to get away with anything. I mean, part of my childhood was pretty much pretty Dragon Ball related. I even still have a game on PS3 and the Xenoverse games on the Steam account. Nice. The PS3 one was Budokai Tenkaichi, right? And that's a lot of balls that that dragon has. It's only 7. But yeah, surely Gabbo, you played Sparking Zero, right? The game that died in like 2 weeks. 7 balls, just like cases in Polish. Anyway, not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Dragon Ball Z Kai's Latin Spanish translation was abysmal dog shit. And no, I didn't. Way too expensive for my budget. I bought it as like, I pre-ordered it because I was like, I want to play this. This looks fire. Played, what was it? 40 years, that lawyer must be old. He is old, from what I remember. But yeah, when I played Sparking Zero, I was like, none of these characters really call to me. And it's like, sure, I could be a Gogeta main because Gogeta is my favorite character, but that, like, I'd be classified with all the other Gogeta mains. So I decided to pick a meme character. And I was starting to shit on people online with the Great Saiyaman. The savior of truth and justice. Not like the other girls. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. You know, girl, she's not like other gamers. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time, let's head in. Detective, nice. December 26, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. That's Von Karma. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? My favorite month, detective. Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here wait. You seriously think that I would stand here where I would not I'm not completely prepared. His last name is Karma and he's a lawyer. Amazing. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What is with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of the case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe first. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's also a CRISPR case. We love it. Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir! Oh, shit. I'm gonna get my glasses, because I need to read a lot. Gumshoe kinda hot. What the Hi, Gumshoe, hear me out. You like him goofy, I see. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. I thought the same thing. What the I see, you two like him goofy. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the middle, the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went toward the boat rental shop. Hey, he seems like a girl dad. He has himbo vibes, like, I like him. Oh yeah. Fair enough. He'd make a mean scrambled eggs. I could deal with being the brain of, if he's the muscle. Fair enough. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait! Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You shall slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Karma is a real aura farmer. He just stands there with his arms crossed and just do 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 do. Wait, do I still have the video up? Yeah, I do. Hold on. He just stands there with his arms crossed like. He do be farming aura though. Not the music. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. He headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So, we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. He headed to, actually, hold on, press that. Who? He received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the only one who heard 2 gunshots, right? That woman, That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously. Different people? There were two witnesses. Hey! Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, lot of heart. Karma objects like a smug uncle trying to talk to you about into taking shots at a wedding. I like a man to take control of the situation, but this is borderline illegal when you're suppressing the role of a judge, and he's mean like no one. Overall, I wouldn't be with him. Fair enough. Not into gills personally myself, but he has money probably. That's all that matters. Wish you luck dealing with that temper. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Ayo, Gumshoe's submitting like that, though. He's good at it too, for fuck's sake. Chad is down bad for Gumshoe. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. But why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Nick, doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. His testimony probably filled with landmines, just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. Okay, the murder weapon was found in the boat. Was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Corrupted. Wait, what did I miss? Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. .22 caliber pistol fired 3 times. 3 times, not twice. Bears prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir! Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean by ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Huh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, has covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Old man yelling, god damn it. So RG would... I don't want to say anything. True. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get it on with it, man! Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? I'm one of them, they, thems. That's actually funny. The way you word it there is very funny. I'm one of them, they, thems. He, him, totally assist man, though fruity as fuck as you can tell. I see. Fruit salad gathering in chat. Fuck, I'm hungry. I need food. I need food in my system. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints are on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in that photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? Wait, if our kind of people tend to gather together, that means Mikio. Nah. I am a straight man. Although some people don't want to believe that. Sure, girl. Fuck off. That was the only explanation I could come up with. Huh? How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Man, get your bot ass! Man. Hunt the clanker down. Man, have me like a... Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, Nick. Or, I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? Exactly. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Well, actually, you don't know law, you don't have any trial experience or techniques. Yeah, you're pretty much useless, but I can't say that. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. Whoops. No, of course I'm sorry. Bro, you're being too mean to her. But she is useless. She's there for moral support, and that's it. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. Typical street man behavior. So does that prove that I'm straight? Is that she is useless? She is there for moral support, so I do not care. She's bad at moral support too. Yeah, she's there to crack jokes. That's it. That's all Maya's there for, is to crack jokes. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's going to run out. Wait, no, that's not, wait, trans man. Really? Whoa, Wright. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Right, the 10-minute recess. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma. Call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at our university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Anyway, we agree that that the morally correct decision is to ship Phoenix and Edgeworth, right? Yes. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Lawyer Yowie. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. What happened to the photo in the what happened to take a photo of the I've been reading that wrong this entire time. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Your brain is fried, bro. I get it. Finally, a VTuber I can relate to. Order! I'll remove it. Remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the gunshot. There was no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge, this evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined my witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo was worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim you found a contradiction in your testimony? Yes. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in the contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court. You know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there's a contradiction with the facts of the testimony? Yes, there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. You tend to do that. Bro, I just got a note from the Discord server. The fuck? You mean like the? You mean like the notification I sent out like exactly 40 minutes ago? Right. Let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake that this wasn't a waste of time. Yeah, the app seems to hate me. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang from the shot coming from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. No leisurely chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at a picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Actually, it's not clear at all. Karma over here suddenly defending the female witness, like he's not fruity. What? What? Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness is testifying that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. There was another bang. There wasn't anything on that in the lake of that boat. And that's it. There was another bang. Were you watching the lake of the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. He could be bi, bro. That's a bit much. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. No meaningless babble. On Karma, I think I hate you. I know how old men operate. They either hate everyone or just women. That's crazy, bro. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Okay, go back. I think this was what I need to contradict. So it's either one of these two. Because she wasn't looking at the boat. Because she's like, yeah, I was definitely looking over there. I definitely saw them both. Fuck, that wasn't it, was it? Fuck, that wasn't it. Saw two gents in a boat. There was another bang. There was a nary a thing on that boat, but the lake about that boat. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about? I love how demonic Karma's objection sounds. Yeah, sure as a county gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like there was something more, she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered your question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There wasn't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick, if only my sister were here. Maya's really thinking this hard. Do I present the Gordy thing to this? No. Damn it. This is a hard trial, I know that for sure. It's because it's going against Von Karma. Then there was another bang. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, no, wait now. I'm the one who has to say that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find any contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize you for any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, And if that happens, you'll have to leave the court immediately. Understood? Huh? Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. To pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me! Maya! Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol? You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Wright needs to break out the sign language, or break out in sign language. I knew she'd be useful. I knew it was the Wright defending her. I thought she'd be useless. She still kind of is. That was the one useful thing she did in like 4 trials. Don't worry about it. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defendant's defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What is the difference? All that remains is that for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart's just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony out of the right to cross-examine her again. One out of 4 is better than 0 out of 4. It's still negative. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have the right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya? I care not for this melodrama. Okay, Maya, never mind. This was useless. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in there, some contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw it clear as day. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything on that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. 50 it's 50 Shades of Von Karma in this court. Bruh. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blatantly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. Mr. Wright, you have I got penalized for that? That's it? Oh, I can't find anything off of that. I got penalized for that? Bruh. Do I present the photo? I do present the photo. Gotcha. Gotcha, Miss Hart. Finally. What? What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's very clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it couldn't capture the faces of the two men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say it not to say that in her testimony, please. Then why did she, why were you hiding that? Why were you hiding that then? Yeah, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. I'm taking y'all with me to my to make bulldog noodles. Bulldog noodles. Is it the 2-time spicy ones or is it the normal spicy ones? Yeah, now she said it in court. Said it now, Mr. Karma. How can you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. His heart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could. I said I could, and I meant I could. Cheese, normal spice. I'm a delicate maiden, scared of the heat. Man. Okay. So I eat the 2-time spicy ones with 2 packs with the double the amount of noodles, 2 packs of the double spicy sauce with less water in the pot to make it even more spicy. And I eat that like a delicacy. My spice tolerance is really high. 2 packs? Yes, 2 packs. Less water makes it more spicy. And we're so similar, what the hell. This guy's crazy, I know. My spice tolerance is very high. I would eat a raw and be fine. It'd be spicy for sure. Like raw habaneros are spicy, but I would be fine. I wouldn't die. Like that's why I wanna buy a ghost pepper, right? And do a stream with that. Or do a stream where a bunch of like punishments is like there's a punishment wheel, and one of the punishments is eat a ghost pepper. Don't call me that. Do not call me that. I had a full pack of spice and glass of milk on the side. Man, I don't need milk. How the fuck? No, genuinely, how the fuck am I a twink? That's a genuine question. How does that make me? What? Why? And milk in the bulldog? in cheese for cheese. Man, I don't need milk. I just need spice. Do you have muscle, body hair, beard? No. I do. My model doesn't. I do. Yeah, well, he was that himbo quality though. Exactly. I would rather be called a himbo than a twink. Cause give me the definition of a himbo and I'll tell you if I actually am or not. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sightening. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. A dumb, strong, kind guy. Then yes, I am a himbo. The H in himbo stands for heart. You're right. It was cold. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. What the hell is grit? Or what the hell is a grit? If she said thick as grits, I think grits is like another word for a biscuit. Or like a type of biscuit. Yeah, most himbos are hunks too. See Kronk for example. Your avatar is clearly not that body type. Again, my model isn't. My model isn't. I'm also not really a hunk. I'm just a strong guy. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Google. Thank you. Okay, twunk. I found that more insulting. You use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So any outbursts I would get penalized. It's right between a twink and a hunk. What do you mean? Again, that's more insulting. You're right. It was cold. It was cold that night, and the mist was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Nah, that doesn't really help me. Can I press without being penalized? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of the meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. I'm afraid we would need to set up an Ace Attorney court trial to prove your point, Gabo. For what now? Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. This is a make or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue this line of questioning. The twunk incident. Fuck's sake. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. Phoenix smarter than me. I don't understand the cameras. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor shower. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. Why was it taking the pictures of meteor showers? As one, it was taking a picture of a loud noise, and two, it was pointed out to the lake. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Wait, so the camera was turned to the sky? No, it was turned to the lake. I understand the camera now. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, Mr. Wright, I will not have you battering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was, it was that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. That's a contradiction. You were looking for Gordy. He says he's a strong guy, therefore implying the muscle mass, but his avatar, which is the only kind of hint of his appearance, clearly shows a lack of it. The only thing that looks similar to me of my model is my hair. And even my hair is shorter now because of I had to cut it. It's shorter, it's not short. Because it grew out. So I went and averaged my two sources of information and determined the most accurate depiction of Mikio. Show us a photo. I'm not showing you what I look like. My PNG model has my hair too, I get it. Exactly. Yeah, this is like the closest representation you're gonna get to me being my hair. That's it. That is it. Also, God forbid anime boy look like me. Anyway, this is what you were talking about. Wait, what? What do you mean? I only have one more chance. That's actually so annoying. I swear that was it. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. That's a contradiction. She was taking pictures of Gordy. What the hell? If there was a heavy fog, how would you change binoculars that, or how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find some clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. Wait, what the fuck was wrong with that? Exactly! That's what I'm saying! I'm going to find a hole in this testimony even if it's the last thing I do. faces the lake. Okay, you know, it might have been this. So we're gonna say, objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take pictures of stars. Take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. My ego tells me I'd be a better lawyer than Maya. Fair. Anyone would be a better lawyer than Maya. The ambience, the point to where the camera was pointing at, etc. This testimony is BS, for real. Why is your camera noise activated? Exactly, for meteor showers, bro? That's what the Gordy thing is about. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph on that lake? This is where I present the Gordy thing. Miss Hart, this is what you're trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? She's after that Loch Nessie, bro. No. No. The Gordy. Oh. She was waiting for the meteor to land on the lake or something. Gordy? Huh, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart? Lart. I never heard of no lake monster. You got that all wrong. Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I do have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that the witness is trying to photograph Gordy on the lake, Gordy the lake monster? It's the camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set up to take photos of, in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken on the gun, when the gun fired at the lake. And here's the article about Gordy. According to the article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had this, your camera set to respond to loud noises. No rest for the wicked, Mikio. Chin up. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah? Not bad. Are all your lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding this whole the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. She looks like a tornado chaser. I wouldn't put anything past her. Then why would you lie to you country bitch? That's the old man behavior that we expected. But what it could have been. Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat at the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. You bitch. She acts very journalist student I've met, or acts like every journalist student I met. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. But Carmen's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Or that would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance for cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. This bitch is incredible. Can't get out of the court. Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine the scoop it would be if I took a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard a bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I was watching the boat that entire time. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang, and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt that she would waste any time looking for the boat. Looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard a gunshot. I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but that boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking that maybe he was shot from another place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on shore either. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. I think we have to contradict that one statement before that. This one. Look straight out at the lake. Fuck. Because we only have one try. And if we fail, we have to start all over. But with what exactly? How many bullets did it take to kill the boat guy? It took 1 bullet, but this gun was fired 3 times. She says there were 2, but she doesn't say there were 2 gunshots. Ugh. She doesn't say there are 2 gunshots. She says she heard 2 bangs in 2 different statements, so that can't be it. Is the gunman stupid? No, because this is correct. Okay, hold on. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. I think we had to present this. Well, what else would have made the bang noise? The 3rd gunshot was there. Was where? Again? Yeah. I'm not even trying to backseat. I've never played Ace Attorney. I'm invested in this case. No, like, because I need help here. Because if I don't get this, we have to start all over. Yeah, that's why it's an oh god moment. That's why I'm debating whether it's this photo or if it's this photo. I mean, what scoop did she want? There's already an article. Because there wasn't another photo taken of it. Hey, Aether. Okay. Nah, because here's the thing, I'm locked in, so what other evidence? This is all I can really think of. Show the gun? Yeah, no, the no cursing thing's for me, not for you guys. 2 bangs, he had 3 bullets shot. The fuck? Yeah, exactly. Oh, damn. Bullet, maybe? Found in the victim's body, the ballistic markings. No, because this is a different statement. I think I'm just gonna present this and hope. Yeah, not bullet. Yeah, exactly, not the bullet. I think I'm just gonna show this and hope. Because if it's not it, we're going back. Can you go back to the second bang statement? Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. How'd you know it was a gunshot? Wait, how did you know it was a gunshot? Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think that's just like a fuck up. Okay. I'm presenting this. I got it! I knew it! Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Wait, how could she didn't see the gun, did she? Oh, that works apparently. I knew it. I knew it. I knew we had to present it again. Screenshot that. Exactly.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. He called her a cook. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You want to give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching that boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I was fibbing, really. Or I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness of murder and all. I got kind of excited. I was sure I was watching that boat until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got that photograph. I got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo in.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she gonna say? She took the photo and... Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's doing the shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, it might, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, didn't you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why was that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it doesn't exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
He's hiding something. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Ariana was right-handed. Karma's a bitch. Granddaddy Karma's in trouble.
Here it is.
A left hand! We still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, maybe it's not. Left-handed person, huh? Exactly. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement.
Is Edgeworth right-handed? Not confirmed, but his fingerprints were from his right hand, not his left.
And little good has done for hasn't done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange about this enlargement.
What might that be?
Submit the gun on God.
You'll show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing.
I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
The hand.
Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand that's holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what?
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the other evidence of that it contradicts. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. That's exactly. Digging into the bulldog. Pray for me. Man. You got it. Easy. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were found on Edgeworth's right hand. Right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Order my ass.
You have given us a definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with one rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there were no other people on that lake that night.
This is it, lads. We won. Larry.
Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
The victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. This man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. It's clearly not suicide, and it's not a woman. Wait, what the fuck? Exactly.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
Oh god, the bulldog. Come on, the bulldog's not that spicy.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
Whoa, what?
Examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot.
Who is Larry anyway? It's Larry Butts. What was it? It's Nick's friend. The distance. Again, who? Yeah, it's Nick's friend. He is in the first trial. The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. Thank you for all the American people. There's no way it could have been suicide. AKA you, bro. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of of your data? Of course. I've already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Shot from approximately a meter away. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend the proceedings for the trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait, there's no way there was enough space in that boat for more than a meter. Exactly. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have not yet been declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter has to be, was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to check on Maya. Oh, right. Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That is all. Would it kill you just to say how you feel, how you really feel with a thanks, Mr. Edgeworth? I requisitioned the transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. 2 sounds like gunshots after midnight. Why is Edgeworth straight baiting? To be continued. Alright, so I want to continue, but I also gotta eat. I also gotta go eat. So we might call it there. We barely scratched by with that trial. Anyway, what's with the boats and guns thing? I don't know. Hey, you're not turning off. That's exactly what I'm doing. I need to go eat. I'm hungry. I've been hungry since the stream started, to be honest. Hold on. Unless you send us to a guy called Alto Circus. Or no, not Circus, Circus. You know what? Sure.
I haven't used my brain like this in a while. I like using my brain like this. But anyway, we're gonna head over to... Yeah, we're gonna head over to Alto's stream. They're playing Paranoia Police. Anyway, yeah. So, hope to see you guys in the next stream. That being tomorrow, we're gonna play Deltarune. We're gonna play the Deltarune secret bosses. Hope to see you guys in the next stream. I've been Miki Ryota, and as always, hope you're all in.